Hey, YouTube. What's up? Let's see if I can get you. I don't see anybody yet. Hold on a minute. Live chat. People, I know that the whole world of the internet and social media is going to be talking about this latest fiasco of Donald Trump, right? But I couldn't resist. So Trump was addressing this national organization, NABG, National Association for Black Journalists. He's going to address black people to try to get the black vote, correct? He's courting the black vote, obviously, if he's going to I don't know if they call that a conference or whatever they call it. He's going to address them to try to win them over. So let's see how he wins the black people over and gets more black people to vote for him, correct? Apparently, he's got this thing about black women, and he's has contempt for all of them.
To serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
Give me
a definition then.
Here's the contempt.
Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question, a very direct question.
Define it for me, if you will.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe
that
Vice President
she's so stupid she don't know what it means?
Only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly, very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number.
What are you, blind? What the fuck you mean you didn't know she was black? Correct. He's talking. He's at a conference full of nothing but black journalists. She's being asked questions by the black journalists. He goes on to talk about how cheap the goddamn equipment is and how they were late. They held him up.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a definition then. Would you give me a definition of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question, a very direct question.
Define it for me, if you will.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly.
You don't know her.
And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was.
Girl, this shit is so offensive. Just like when he wanted Barack Obama to show his papers. Remember all that shit he made out of Barack Obama wasn't born here. Oh, he's born in Africa, and they're trying to invade the Americas and all this bullshit. All this racist ass shit. Nigga, how you gonna go to a black organization's conference, girl, to address black journalists? You got that one goddamn Fox coon on the end, right? You know, she gonna throw all the softballs because she's a Fox affiliate, and she's a black Republican, which makes me sick in my stomach. Correct? This pig will not answer one goddamn question. Every time the woman tried to ask him anything, he will not address it. Oh, I've never been treated so badly. Oh, you're the worst. That's the worst introduction I've ever had. All she did was confront you with your own bullshit, Donald Trump.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman.
I respect either one. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir.
I have never thought of Kamala Harris as anything other than a black woman. I don't think she's ever presented herself as anything other than a black person. When in this country, they decided that anybody who is biracial, if they got a drop of black in them, they're black. Correct? Yet I'm not aware. Oh, I thought she was Indian. What difference does it make what the fuck she is? What difference does it make, Donald Trump? He ain't answer a goddamn question to these people here, disrespecting these black people in front of an audience of nothing but black people who are going to write about his ass, right? But this excites his base. All the races like this kind of shit, right? Don't let them get you, Donald. How dare her? How dare her? And these microphones are terrible. What? Excuse me? I can't hear you. Oh, these microphones. She did it. She did it, right? No respect for the moderator at all, right? Which makes it's ironic then that every time he gets his ass whipped publicly, it's black women, and he wonders why. Perhaps it's your level of disrespect, you fucking pig. He on there talking about. At some point I had to stop. He's on there talking about still how the Mexican people are coming over here to get the black jobs. Why ain't they getting the white jobs, girl? What do you mean the black jobs? He likes to think of black people as doing the kind of jobs that people who are migrating from other countries, those jobs that they will take because they're hungry to be in the United States and they need money to survive. So pigs like Donald Trump, who are in the hotel business, take advantage of those people. And after years and years and years of taking advantage of those people, underpaying them, giving them no benefits, right? Now you flipped it because you attracted all the races in the country, and they are actually threatened by Latin people. He doesn't seem to learn from his mistakes, right? All that bullshit. I haven't heard a goddamn word about this wall. How can the whole mission, when you ran the first time, your whole mission was to build this great, big, beautiful wall, and they'll never get in. Now they're getting in twice as fast as it was when you didn't have no goddamn wall. Another few billion wasted. Mm-hmm. But I was just taken back by the disrespect. He talks to that woman like she had a tail between her legs. Can you define it? Go ahead and define it. What kind of shit is that? If you're trying to attract a black audience, you come there and talk to their women like shit. Something is wrong with him. Something is seriously wrong in his mind. His entitlement is absolutely disgusting, honey. So you got to figure out they're crazy like a fox, right? There's got to be a reason that he has come to this black event and act like the pig that he did. He's got to be some kind of calculation there. Could it be that the racists, that's what they're clicking in to see? Right? There's a core of racist attitude in Donald Trump. These people, these dumb people who vote for him, have not realized it also applies to class. His audience, his followers, honey, his minions, those people are poor and lower middle class people. Poor and lower middle class people, right? Donald Trump would not share a chicken sandwich with any of those people in his crowd. They ain't caught on yet. Oh no, we're white. You're white and you live in a trailer out in the goddamn bush or some fucking where. And he's white and he lives in the goddamn high rises, right? And he makes so he says $1 billion deals. You got nothing in common in this thing. Nothing except for your racism. Hi y'all. Forgive me, I'm still bandaged up. They sent a nurse here today, give me more another bandage change. It was even worse. What y'all think? I'm sure everybody saw it. How could you miss it, honey? God before everything, I got your message. I don't know what happened there. I'll say that I'm going to look into it, but the possibility that that what you talked about was not taken from the finished product. The finished product went directly to the editor. If I sent that the sample before it saw the editor, that would explain it. So it's just a matter of doing a little paperwork. It'll be fine. But thanks for taking the book out. Mm-hmm. We'll get it together. Leave it alone. It better all that money I paid him. Shit. All right, back to Trump. What's going on, AT2? Are you reporting on this too? Get that stinking ass. Just a disgusting human being. Oh, he's such a pig. I mean, I felt so bad for the journalist. All she did, yes, she came on aggressively, but all she asked him was the real questions. Did you say it or not? Shit, what the fuck do you mean? You didn't know she was a black. Really? Seems to me a person like you, Donald Trump, is very aware of what color every person is, correct? First thing you notice about them is what color are they? What shithole country did they come from? Why we got to help them, correct, Donald Trump? And why you want to take all those jobs? You say, oh, they're going to take the black job. They taking the black. So you want to see us as maids, and that is how you see us. And there's no reason for you to respect this black woman, correct? Why? Because she's not white. And she's not a man.
Somebody should look into that too when you ask, continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be.
Really?
It's amazing he's gotten away with that for as long as he has. But it appears to be over.
Okay, MSNBC. Yeah, so you saw the contempt. I don't think I do believe he is demented with dementia, correct? And maybe he don't think things all the way through, but there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. He knew that this damn conference or whatever they called it was going to be broadcast nationally, right? He had his Fox Coon on there to balance things out, right? But he cannot deal with a woman just asking him a simple question. He had to be snarky, he had to be demeaning, and he had to be dismissive, correct? Like this woman don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. How do you define it? Define it for me. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, she was always what she said was Indian. I thought she was Indian. Oh, when she turned black, now she turned black. This is the way he's going to fight this race, right? So you got to hope that there's enough racist pigs in this country who can carry him through again. I personally don't believe there is. I believe that America are basically good people. We fuck up, we have prejudice, but I don't think that they're going to choose Donald Trump over Kamala Harris to seriously run this country. He is a pig, honey. It's all over. You know what? Let me see. What did I do? What was that broadcast on? Anybody know? Oh, this is the Wallace woman. Let me see. I want to get it right from the horse's mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So plenty of people covering this. He didn't know she was black. You got the whole goddamn country talking about this black woman running against him, right? It's blackity black all over the goddamn news. You run against a black person before and got your ass whipped, right? Right? Oh, he didn't have to run against Obama, but he's very well aware of this woman's background. I'm sure he has people coming in telling him every detail of her life, trying to find some kind of dirt. But that woman has spent her life working for the good of the people. This is all the jobs she's chosen to do, right? The people, dumbass people. Oh, she put black people in jail. Oh, she put black people. Well, nigga, we hired her to be the prosecutor. What was she supposed to do? That's what you hired her for, right? She's supposed to be tough on crime. Donald Trump doesn't even respect the legal system. He feels like he can do anything he wants to. He don't have to do no time. He ain't got to pay nobody. I have no evidence that he's even paid these people who he lost millions and millions and millions of dollars to. Correct? I hope she gets in there and start hammering in on that ass and all of his perversion, because he is so entitled that he really believes you can grab him by the pussy. You can do it because you're a celebrity. You can do it, and you do it, because the very thing that you said in that goddamn interview on that trailer job is the exact same thing that they caught you doing. And it cost you something like $87 million, right? Then they even gave you a chance. Okay, we just going to charge you $5 million for physically assaulting this woman, right? Because you're so entitled. And you feel you're entitled to her body as well. Okay, all you had to do is pay the woman her $5 million, right? You say you're so goddamn rich, you could have just paid the woman off, right? Or raised it from these fucking usurps of yours. But no, you had to continue to run your mouth about this woman. Some reason you love talking shit about women. You love picking at them. You love demeaning them. You love sexualizing them. Correct? That's all you had to do is shut up. No. Well, let's hit you with another $85 million then. Let's go from 5 million, which you still owe, to 85 million. We stack that on, round it off to about $90 million. Will that shut your ass up? My opinion, they need to throw your ass in jail. There needs to be an example made of someone who's gotten away with all your bullshit for a lifetime and had the audacity to come and try to take over our government. Correct? We saw it from the first time you ran, honey. Why you try to court Comey right online? Oh, we can talk. Yeah, we'll talk. No, I don't want to talk to you. It's not my assignment. What y'all think? Just a pig. Who was he impressing, honey? And there ain't nothing but black people there. Black people, if y'all are one of the ones who have decided you're voting for Donald Trump did a lot for black people. Donald Trump's he's on our side. You need a psychological help, honey. Correct? And I would hope that you keep your goddamn mouth. I don't give a fuck about your ideas. That is stupid as hell. You have one chance in the last 300 years, child. One chance. 700, whatever. 700 years. One chance that this woman is positioned, a competent woman, an articulate woman, an accomplished woman, is poised where she can be the next president of the United States, a serious woman, right? It's not just about political power with her, is the impression I get. She actually wants to do something and make a difference, correct? And you listen to her talking about Donald Trump is good for black people. Donald Trump will not let you change his toilet paper. And that is a black job in his opinion. Excuse me. Hi, Sandra. Mocha Drop. Goddess of Light McGee. Get in that arse. Okay. Hi, Twinkle. Hello from Brooklyn. Who is that? Manrico? Manrico. Oh, I never heard of that before. Manrico. Okay, hi. I'm moderator. Thanks for coming in. Soul's the #1 show. He is very disrespectful. People don't pick up on that. I mean, it's so blatant and so obvious what he's being able to get away with. He's an entitled piece of shit. And he really does not believe that any black person is on his level and can ask him shit, particularly not no damn woman. What are you talking to me for? That's not your assignment. You're assigned to have babies. He's a lazy bum. If he had done any research on his goddamn J.D. Vance, now you got to spend all this time explaining J.D. Vance and his Neanderthal ideas, right? You have done no research on this dude. You would have known it. Hell, all you do is read a fucking book. I very seriously doubt you've ever read a book of Donald Trump. Certainly not recently. Why is no one talking about how good his ear looks? Yes. You had a great big old Kotex on it a couple of days ago, child. Now it's window down. You had just a little bit of cover. And now we see that there's nothing there. There's no there. So was that an exaggeration too, Donald Trump? You know, when you're a compulsive, pathological liar, everything you say and do is suspect. So at your convention, right before your convention, for you to get shot in the head, I mean, I'm not convinced that you wouldn't try something like that, right? They say, oh, ain't nobody that good at aim. How's that a good aim from that distance to shoot him in the ear? Well, he was aiming for the head, but it would be so easy just to have something in your hand, like they do it all the time in the movies, and you just pop the little pill in your hand, and then your ear is bloody coming across your face. We done seen a million picture of coming across your face, right? No, let them see me. Be strong, just strong. It's laughable. I don't know why it's taking them so long to come up with a Donald Trump cartoon, or at least I'm not aware of it, because you're a clown. Isn't it rich? Would y'all agree? Us here at last on the ground, him in midair, cause Trump is the clown, an entitled old clown. Did you see that not only Mary Trump, which is in his family, who I think he swindled her out of her little inheritance she got from Fred. Anyway, she can't stand him, right? So that's entertaining for me. But now he's had a nephew who's also written a book, and he's telling you what a racist pig Donald Trump is. He has firsthand account going all the way back to when he was 10 years old. Donald Trump has always been an asshole, right? But these airheads he's attracting, I don't think it's that much different though. If you go into a cult, if you go into one of these religious cults, I mean a real cult where they live together, and you know, if you go, that is kind of the personality of these Trump supporters, right? They need to step up and say, no, I'm an American citizen. I'm American. And what he's saying is wrong. All these people talking about they from the religious right. And then they go, Donald Trump's getting convicted of raping people, girl, and paying off porn stars and 20-some people coming forward to say he sexually abused them, child. And he pretends to be, I'm a Christian. Go ahead, Christians. You're the smartest. I love the Christians. He never opened up no Bible, child. When he opened it up, he didn't even know what to say. Then he holds it up. He holds it up backwards, child. And then all of a sudden now he's in the business of selling them. Absolutely disgusting, Donald Trump. Your legacy is shit. You will go down in history as the worst piece of shit that they ever had in that damn White House. And they're going to have to tighten up the requirements, because you're never even a mayor of anything. All you do is lose business, and now you're the president. Hello, Tim. How you feeling since the surgery? Yeah, it's kind of painful today. I walked over to the store, get medication and stuff. So I just got to stay on top of this pain medication, oxycodone. My throat's still sore, you know. But they sent a nurse today, and they had a physical therapist on yesterday. I'll just have to suffer through it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, his voice is only good for a few minutes at a time, honey. Mm-hmm. Thanks for asking, Brooklyn sister. Mm-hmm. Do you miss your what's his name? Whitehead? Are you glad to be rid of him, Brooklyn? Embarrassing your community, honey. And then somehow fast they just go. Then they give you them years, honey. You just gone. He's sundown and you can't tell he doesn't have a smooth brain. A smooth brain. Just to walk around with your head looking like that, child, this little feather hair going across it, that tells you the mental state. He probably looks in the mirror and thinks he's dashing, honey. Right? I only weigh 190 pounds. Really? Let's supersize that, honey. Yes, I mean, everything big old fat ass. You need them $3,000 suits, Donald Trump, to cover up all your business while you out here claiming you weigh 190 pounds. Oh, the doctor said, oh, I've never seen anyone so healthy. I've never seen, What do you mean? Everything is never seen. Everything is the worst person in the world. Biden's the worst president in history, and all everything. All hyperbole, all this hype. Stupid. Meanwhile, Kamala seems to be doing very well. I saw her speaking in Atlanta. She's very, very well versed. She knows her stuff, and she has the experience of being the vice president, right? And some of these people will say, "Oh, the vice president don't do nothing." Well, I'm sure they do enough that if they have to take over for their 80-year-old president, they need to know enough. We hadn't heard a lot from her because you'd never hear from the vice president. That's not their job. It's the job of support for the president. Correct? But the moment it was over, in one day, that woman came up with damn near $100 million. 2 days, now she had 200 million. He really didn't know what that meant. He really did. Oh, he didn't know what that meant. I believe you're right. That's why he asked her, "Can you define it? Can you define it?" You're saying she's dumb because she's black. She's dumb because she's a woman. That's what you're saying, Donald Trump, right? They only hire. Well, they only hire it. Well, what happened to the rest of all of American history then, Donald Trump? If it was such a much better thing to be black, why weren't they all black? Right? They only put it in because she was black. Really? Isn't it the first time it ever happened? Donald Trump? Hi, Courtney. Okay. If she identifies as a UT man, I'm voting for Kamala. That's right. A YouTube man. I'm voting for Kamala. Absolutely. We put too much on this shit. Oh, I didn't. Now she's black. Now she's black. Well, so you're trying to, Donald Trump, you are so conceited that you actually believe that you have the power to turn the black race against Kamala Harris, right? And put their faith in you, a hardened, racist bigot, correct? With so many examples that it is sickening. And I recount this thing we just saw as another example. And it will be used against you, dumbass. Oh, my people like it. My people down at the gas station gonna like it. Oh, going down. I don't think there are people in the small towns, Donald Trump, who are just frustrated and miserable. Correct. They just want something to believe in. Right. And you took advantage of them, Donald Trump. But I don't think that's going to happen again, honey. There's so much on you. We got every example of you. Correct. We know you got your nose up Putin's ass. We've seen it with our own eyes. Right, Donald Trump? All this shit, you're going to do this. You don't do this for the black people. And you did shit in 4 years. We're walking around with your power sign. You're strong. I'm strong. Yeah, you can go in there and beat up on women. People, educated people who are not used to street fighting. You can do that and be rude and nasty to people. Who was that? Rosie O'Donnell? Wasn't that one of your old victims, honey? Correct? Did you destroy her career, Donald Trump? I remember you're trying to destroy the black athletes' careers, right? You said they should be fired because they didn't kneel down. And in your mind, kneel down to you because you are the United States government, correct? And what's all this bullshit about telling the people that you're only going to have to do it once? You're going to only have to vote one time. We're going to get in and we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. And you never have to vote again. Now, what sense does that make to anybody living and breathing in America? Trump, how the fuck they going to not have to vote again? It's only a 4-year term, girl. You're going to fix it. Well, you plan on staying in office like you got all these years and years and years ahead of you. I'm just saying you're 80 years old. It's just about over for you as well. Correct? Dumbass. Rude, nasty people. I always say you can always judge people. If I go to a restaurant with you and you are nasty to the waiters and you are demanding the people sending shit back, I will never go into a restaurant with you again. You judge a person by how they treat people that they have nothing to gain from, right? But unfortunately, it seems like the black vote's pretty important, particularly with the women. Generally speaking, in this season, at least, when they speak about the black vote, they're primarily talking to black women. That apparently is a strong vote. And coincidentally, those are the people who are kicking you all up in your asshole. Correct? So you want to antagonize them more? Why'd you go to their house at all? You could have declined. Like they're gonna all cheer for it. There's only so many Wileys, and Wiley's mentally ill in the world, Trump. Anyway. It's like Colin Powell. Colin Powell is one of the few Republicans I ever respected, right? Not just because he voted for Obama, but he voted for him for all the right reasons. But a statement is coming to my mind. Oh, there was all this talk about Obama being a foreigner, him being Muslim, because his name was Hussein. And Colin Powell said, so well, what if he is? So what if he is a Muslim? Right? The question that couldn't be answered. Oh, he's a Muslim. Oh, he's a Muslim. So if she's Chinese, if she's Mexican, what difference does it make, Donald Trump? You want to try to run on race? Fool. You never hear him mention that wall. What about the great, beautiful wall? He had all the answers, right? We saw what a disaster he was in office, yeah. Great, big, beautiful wall. Girl, that ain't nothing. That's just a gate. A gate costs billions of dollars. Ain't affected the border at all. Right? Democrats and Republicans come together with a plan to actually address the border instead of using it as some kind of political football. Donald Trump gets dipped in and makes sure, oh, no, he can't don't give him a win. Don't let him win nothing. No, we got to stop health care. You offended because people got health care? What are they laying on their deathbed, Donald Trump, where you want to kick them off the bed? That's the worst thing America's ever done as far as politics. The worst mistake they ever made. And I believe that he ever got in office again, he'd be dangerous, a dangerous person with nothing to lose. Can't run again, don't want to leave. So he might want to play or just leave right there in office. He only accepted that invitation to put black journalists in their place. He was so disrespectful. He wanted them to know y'all can't question me, period. I'm Donald Trump. I'm a white man. I'm a rich white man. Well, I don't know about this richness. Honey, Kamala, I wouldn't mind you getting into some of them coins and researching to find out, does he even have any value? Because if he got all these billions of dollars, why hasn't he paid all these people who he's lost lawsuits against? I'm just saying. E. Jean Carroll, has she gotten any of her money? She certainly deserves it. Every time the courts do, he undoes, and they go along with him. So you have made a mockery of the Supreme Court. We don't have any justice here, right? That can be bought and sold. You're right, Shy Girl. He had a purpose for showing up there and being that nasty. But basically, that's who he is. He's a nasty pig, correct? And anytime he's talking to any woman or any person of any color at all, I don't know why what's the difference if she's Asian or black? You hate all minorities, right? Except the blonde ones from wherever them wives you came from, girl. Oh, those are clean country. Those are clean. Really? They're still foreigners. Brooklyn sister, most black people have some mix of other cultures somewhere in the family line. Absolutely, of course. I mean, the slaves didn't come over here high yellow. Of course not. A lot of that happened because of abuse, people who owned other people and abusing them. But from what I can see from whatever history, pictures or photographs have been preserved, those people were extremely dark skinned when they arrived here, right? And what's the big deal if you are biracial? I mean, what does that have to do with anything, Donald Trump? Can't you stay online? Can't you just answer one of these journalists' questions? No, you don't answer their questions because you don't think that they have any right to ask you shit, right? Why don't you come on here, Donald Trump, and tell us the real reasons why you want to run for president? Is this all about keeping you out of prison? It seems like you have done such a hatchet job on the Supreme Court that you probably wouldn't do no time anyway. Oh, we can't put him in jail. Let him stay in his how much you say $200 million mansion. He'll just stay home. He'll just stay home. No, nigga, 34 felonies. They sent me up the river with one felony. They exposed him, you think, Jay? Is your name pronounced Jay? He planned all that. He planned all that. It was intentional. What's going on, Goonies? Did I not thank you for your super chat? I think I saw one. Hold on a minute. Well, thank you if you did. I'm having technical. Then you see how the way he went on about the technical difficulties? Oh, these microphones so cheap. Oh, she did it. Talking to the moderator who was trying to ask him a question. It was so hard for me to sit there and watch that. I hate to see somebody abusing somebody like that. She's doing her job. Oh, I didn't like the way you answered that question. So you're gonna frame also how these people ask you questions. You think way too highly of yourself, Donald Trump. You need to start thinking about legacy. Are you going to be able to leave your grandchildren anything except for this horrible legacy? Are you? Why don't you start to try to get your ass together for the great day comes? I don't know how great it'd be for you. I don't know. But we have to stop you from doing any more harm. Hotel California. How you doing, Hotel California? I don't know why I can't see the messages he's responding to. It's hard to keep up with him, Hotel California. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. You can find it here any time of year. Her mind is bended and twisted. She has a Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys. She calls friends. Hey, what's going on, Nikki B? Just in time for a song. Trump is an idiot. Ain't he supposed to support it? I mean, to come on here, he ain't got nothing serious to say about running the government. It's all a bunch of fucking insults. Empty promises that are going nowhere, honey. He wouldn't know how to fix the fucking border. So why are you worried about the goddamn border so much? And why are you so scared of all these Mexican people? Whatever. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him already. He ought to make him like they're such a threat. We just should have known that when he opened up his candidacy with insulting Mexicans. He's the one who made that border such a big deal. It didn't work. It ain't nothing no better. Just making people feel lesser than, unwanted. Get out of here. We don't want you. Mm-hmm. People supporting him. You heard him, Wiley? Oh, no, Wiley blocked on this channel because he said something about Donald Trump. Something nice about Donald Trump. We had to get, you're out of here. Your ass out of here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything she tried to say, he said, "Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, these microphones, she did it because of her microphone, and you were 35 minutes late." What do we have to know all that, Donald Trump? Right? Like there's never been technical difficulties. Correct? I heard every question perfectly well. I don't know what's wrong with your hearing. You might want to check that out since you are essentially 80 years old. Mhm. I can't. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. But girl, doesn't that usually trigger the technical people from the behind the cameras to come and fix your contraption in your ear or whatever? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be that big a deal, right? Yeah. All these poor white folks that's sitting around in the honky tonk or the bar, they're watching. Look at Trump. Trump showed them. They're trying to take over Trump. They're trying to steal from us. They're going to take it. You never had it, people. Ain't nobody had it but the 1%. Well, he said he can't hear nothing, so he ain't got to answer no questions. I don't think he answered any questions myself. Nothing of any significance. Don't turn on me now. I'm not turning on you, Hotel California. You're in San Francisco too? But I know you on the other side. You know me on the other side, on Oakland? Hmm. Girl, I ain't got no problem with California at all. I know that song cover to cover because when I first came here 42 years ago to LA, the crooks robbed me in Chicago. I robbed my car, broke the window out, and they stole all of my, back then there was cassette tapes. I had tons of them as a young teenager. I was 19. They broke in my car, stole all. So the only tape I had left is the one that was inside of the player, and it was Hotel California. So when you're driving across country, there are many places where you don't even get a radio reception. So that's how I knew it. Maybe we'll run into each other. I've been running a couple of times. I've been stopped by people who know me from YouTube here in the supermarket, on the bar. Don't be afraid to say hello if you recognize. 8 minutes. He had to leave. No, I mean you gay. That's the other team. Okay, y'all talking about the other team, y'all stuff, child. Quit lying. You had 8-tracks. Nope, I had cassettes. We'd already switched from 8-track. I had an 8-track player when there was time, honey. I was raised by a single mother, so she couldn't afford to get the best of everything, even though she worked at RCA. But I always got whatever's current. If I got Christmas time came, I always got a bicycle. The ones who had 2-family household, 2-parent household, they might have got a 10-speed, and I got a 3-speed. When the 8-track came out, they got a radio with the 8-track in it, and I had one you had to plug into the home thing, but I always got it. Whatever I wanted, I got the cheaper version, but I always got it. Oh, you reading the book, God Before Everything? Wait, the paperback is available right now. I put my order in. Or at least they say it's available right now, but I haven't been charged. They don't charge. Amazon is a little different when books from the authors. They won't charge you until they send it out. So, but it is available, God Before Everything. Yeah, please drop me a couple of lines and review. You ain't got to do no big thing. Just let me know what you think on Amazon. You need reviews. When they go buy books, first thing I want to see, how many reviews? And don't forget, Trump canceled the debate in September with Kamala, and Fool's still supporting his nonsense. How the hell are you going to be the president and you're not even willing to debate your opponent so you can find out how stupid you are, right? He impresses me as a person who never even picks up. Even remember how they would give him all these documents that the president have to look over and all. He said, no, shorten that to one page, right? So he changed the whole system. Then when he left the White House, he tried to steal the goddamn one pages. I think he's probably dyslexic. I don't get the impression. She's much smarter than him. I'll put it like that. Much, much. Trump is a street fighter. I don't know why, if he was born in this gilded life, but that's all he did. He's only good for insults, I think. And Kamala says she already knew his type. So she know right where to look for and right where to uppercut that ass. Could you answer the question? There are ways to do it without the debate, though. You can still hammer it into that asshole. Drop my email. Okay. Drop my email in here in the chat. .com. Timothy, nope. I didn't put my last name. Lord have mercy. That's me. That's you, Sheffy. Sheffy, are you male or female? You a female? I'm not being cute. I'm just saying you have a little doggy face for your thumbnail. He looks like my doggy face. Female? Okay. So are you still going on the little trip? The Las Vegas trip? I see Wilson done totally switched up on you. Now he's trying to find a way to get out of the trip, right? But he's confused because some people already done paid for coming there, right? So what's he going to do? Tell them no refunds, no refunds. So he just used you up into it, and now he's switched over. Now it's all about Vivian's birthday. Jay Wilson, when you announced you're going to Vegas to piss on them other people's trip, there was no mention of no Vivian. I'm not even sure you know it was Vivian's birthday. You don't give a fuck about the woman, right? So that's your excuse now. Problem with him is he gonna have to pay for that damn trip because them 55s wasn't coming in like he claimed. He not going no more. Oh, he's not going no more. He's trying to get out of it. He's talking shit about the trip and how he don't want to go. Now he only going because of Vivian's birthday. Right. So are you and Vivian screwing? Why would you be going all the way to Las Vegas and enticing other people come all the way to celebrate Vivian? Is she their auntie or their niece or their sister? Do they know her? Have they ever met her? That don't make no damn sense, fool. He still got 60 people. Shit. Yesterday, he admitted that it between 10 and 12 people. So if he admits to 10 and 12, it's probably more like 6, Sandra. 6 or 7 people. But the whole trip is stupid. He just go doing that to get to steal the other people's thunder. Might give you, and then gonna be so insistent, raising the price. It's $25 admission, $25 admission. He said, "Oh no, I got to get them. I got to hit them harder because ain't nobody in here." Okay, at 50. Okay, then he had the nerve. Couldn't even stop at 50. Oh, it's $55. 55. I guess the $5 is for Vivian. Pitiful. You're pitiful, boy. Queen Vivian Jenkins. That's right. That's what they say. There you go. Miss Stomp Down's back over there again. Lord have mercy. I gotta keep telling y'all that there's a lot. He got a lot in common personality characteristics of Donald Trump. You see how he picks his lower companions. And as I've said many times, most of the people that come over there consistently, they all have mental problems. That's why he's able to manipulate them. Anything to get on. 50 for him and 5 for Vivian. And Vivian got to buy the party bag, gift bag, out of her own $5. Well, she could probably do quite a bit of work. I mean, you're talking about dollar store stuff. Shit nobody ever uses. How you gonna buy somebody perfume in them damn bags, girl? $3 for $1, whatever. I'm gonna put that on my body, please. You can type faster than you go, Goonies. Goonies, you can type fast. Yeah, of course you can. Shit, you should. You're young. I type like this. I've written all these books, honey. But the funny thing is, when you type with one finger, I don't have. I mean, first of all, I'm dyslexic, but I don't have the coordination to like them kids be doing on them phones. I can't do all that. But the message is still the same. The product is still the same, no matter how fast I do it. But no, I'm not no fast typer. I'm not no fast shit. Hi, Brooklyn Mom. Why you want me to stop? Stop it. Stop it. Email sent. Okay. I'll check it out. One finger keyboard warrior, baby. But I mean, I don't even recognize that I'm doing it anymore. That's the great thing about when you write books, you're on your own, honey. Just you in a room by yourself. On my own. Why did it end this way? This wasn't how it was supposed to be. One more time, all by myself. Oh, Justin. Justin, take your medication. Uncle Tim is only fast when he see a young, fresh white man unbuckling his zipper and unzipping. Girl. Goonies, you need to see your psychiatrist and get back on your medication. Okay? Yesterday, you want me to show you my chest. Okay, all right. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't accusing nobody, nothing. I'm just saying these are your words and not mine. Straight man. Ms. Warwick sung at first. Ms. Warwick sung it. I don't like it. Well, I always tease Gambit. That's one of his favorites. I always say I can't stand it. But she was funny on Donald Trump's show. I was tired. I was tired. Go home, take me a nap. You're the project supervisor. You're talking to Mimi. You're the project supervisor. This being a mess. Now you know you like them white means. I don't like no means now, honey. Oh, but back in the day, baby. Back in the day. Although I had me some fine black ones, I had some fine all kind of means, honey. When I was young. I want a young American all the way from Washington. Red vines on me, going. Live just these 20 years. Do I have to die for the 50 more? All right. I want a young American. I wouldn't even know what to do with him. I think the last time I had sex with somebody or picked somebody on the street, it had to be at least 16 years. I've been in this apartment for 14 years ago. So I didn't even live here. So it's at least 15 years ago. And a guy picked me up on the street. And it's been so long since I had sex that everything he said, I just start giggling. Like I was a little 13-year-old girl or something. You say anything about sex, I was just, I had lost my mojo. I'm like Stella. I need to get my groove back, honey. But at some point, you just don't care anymore, honey. Leave that to the young ones, baby. People, I mean, it's hard to believe that, oh, I could never do that. I could never, honey, you'd be amazed what you can do. Keep living. What's going on, Dobie Milton? Shall I see Wilson all on your back again, girl? All up in your court cases, all up in your finances, all up in your living arrangements. Y'all see how happy Donald Trump, because somebody said somebody was, well, I guess the girl you were fighting with, she's going to lose her house, and he always getting excited about people getting thrown out on the street when his life is such a mess. Jay Wilson, you're next in line for an eviction, a show enough breakthrough. We're bragging about, I paid the rent. I know the rent was a problem, boy. And whoever looks into you next, they're going to discover that you're not caught up with the rent, honey. You definitely not caught up with that HOA fee. That's where you should have took that $11,000, honey, and put all of it on that HOA. Because you're going to look like a goddamn fool when you have to announce that you have left. Probably that's what's going to take you off of YouTube. You'll be so humiliated and embarrassed because you made such a big deal out of this goddamn house, right? When you lose it, and especially if you lose it to HOA, right? Because I know, well, HUD, the kind of loan you have, Jay Wilson, you can pay 3% down, and your rent will never exceed 30% of your income. Of course, you don't tell them about all this stuff you do in Uber. You don't tell them how much money you make, but that doesn't include the HOA fees, which obviously you have them, and it doesn't include the taxes, and it doesn't include, especially, more importantly, a second mortgage. The second mortgage, maybe that's only like $500 or $600, but then you got a regular mortgage too, right? So, Jay Wilson, you ain't in no position to be laughing about nobody's living accommodation. Take care of your business, girl. Right? That's what we all doing. We just squirrels trying to get a nut, honey. Take care of your business. Stop worrying about other people's business. Now, what is so funny about these people in court and so forth? I mean, you spend so much time telling how you don't tell none of your business. But why is it so? Because I had no idea Dobie's situation. I had no idea this other woman just read my book. I don't know nothing about her, right? But you bring it here. Then you say it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube because you're running your mouth, right? So we're going to take exceedingly great pleasure when you have difficult situation with your housing because you just live in pillow to post, right? Sandra going on vacation. Oh, Sandra going on vacation. Enjoy your evening. I'm on vacation in Orlando with my grandkids. Oh, God bless you. I wouldn't mind going. That's a beautiful country over there, Canada. Right? They got all kind of new construction and beautiful high rises and all that stuff. Yeah, enjoy yourself. So you're in Orlando. Oh, okay, I just mixed them up. I'm thinking Canada. You're in Orlando, Florida, where all the amusement parks and so forth is. Why don't you do a drive by Jay Wilson Trailer Park? He say it's torn down, but you don't. He might be embarrassed because somebody drive out there. So it's Orlando, Florida, right? Where the hell I get Canada? Canada is beautiful though, as well. Yeah, but you're right. The grandkids don't care about no high rises. They want to go see Mickey Mouse, honey, and Goofy. And Jay Wilson and Mark want to see the same stuff. Jay Wilson and Mark enjoys the same thing that 9 and 10-year-old children enjoy, right? I'm sure the people at the amusement park are constantly asking him, where are your kids? Who are you with? No, come on, Marky. Come on, Marky. Whee! Jesus, poor David Bowie. He won't say young American all the way from Washington. Ground control to Major Tom. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows, for here am I floating in a tin can. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, Nicky B. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with white men? Ain't nothing wrong with wasn't nothing wrong with the ones I loved, honey. They put way too much on that child. I have one picture of me and my partner because this is the love of my life and in honor of him. He is like a part of my life. That's the only one picture on Facebook. Oh, he like white men. Oh, he only like white men. Oh, he is no queen. He is no queen. Well, if you don't agree with who I choose to love, nigga, fuck you in your asshole. Correct? Why don't you try to get somebody to fill up your hole? Correct? Oh, that's right. I forgot. You found one in 2 weeks, and it's your partner. I ain't calling nobody no damn partner who does not live or share the same household. I really believe he tried to get y'all to buy him a wedding ring for Mark. Remember he brought about the 2 different diamonds? Here's the first choice. Here's the first choice. Child, I bet Mark saw that video, honey, and all that shit went crashing down. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna live in a big empty house by myself. Although across town, my husband living in an apartment. That don't make no damn sense, child. You ain't got no husband. Mark is your girlfriend. Is your good Judy. Sister. Oh my goodness. God before everything. Wait a minute. Since you climbed the wall and ran from your wife? Oh, what was she, a dominatrix? Just want to get away. You just go, stop talking shit. Oh, I feel you. Yeah. I remember, well, my partner, we broke it up over infidelity. I just couldn't take it. As a young person, I couldn't understand it. I think that was the biggest mistake of my life because we should have stayed together. I mean, we did love each other, and it went on for years after that, back and forth on that. But I just couldn't deal with the people who are unfaithful. I'm a monogamous type person. I mean, later on, I became something else. Right? Better to have loved and lost God before everything than never to have loved at all. God before, since you're a person who's actually reading the new novel, that character, those 2 characters, the 2 men, one who I said is fashioned after me, and the other guy, the one called Jesse, that was actually a real thing. And it might be the next book. Mm-hmm. And it happened in the meeting and all that. It happened pretty much just like that. But that was not what I call my lover. He loved me as well as he could love me. But if you're going to be in love, you got to get somebody, be equally yoked, honey. I'm not going to be checking nobody's phone. I'm not going to be wondering who that is. I don't have the patience for it. If you live alone long enough, then it's hard to imagine then sharing your space as you get older. It's just how it is. Mm-hmm. Did heartbreak lead you to meth, Unc? No. We were together and we both drank. And I jumped on him one time. We were drunk. He had did something. So for me, violence is always the end of the relationship, right? The first boyfriend I still got a broken finger from him. He broke my finger. That was over. And when I jumped on my partner, it was over. That was it. I'm not going to, because it always gets worse. I'm from a household like that, so I know where it goes, and I just don't want no part of it when it gets to be that much drama. So that was it. But I say it's my biggest regret because we did well when we were together. I was working in interior design industry. He was a banker. Our lives were good. We paid our bills and all that kind of stuff. But as soon as we broke up, he ended up on heroin, and I ended up on meth very soon after that. So I think if we would have stayed together, we wouldn't have taken that path. And then, of course, AIDS came along and devastated everything. So it ended up killing him. Hi, Almond Brown. Mm-hmm. You climbing over walls out there. That's right. That's what he said. That woman, she probably was hollering at him. Y'all know how y'all can get. Uh-huh. Ooh. Was she about to whip you? God before everything? Some people, when they know you won't hit a woman back, they'll take advantage of that. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Do something. Do something. Sometimes it's better just save yourself at it. That's right. Because when the police get there, they're gonna throw your ass in jail, not her. All right, people. So I'm sure most people have already seen this thing. This damn election has got less than 100 days. That's only like 3 months. Just about 3 months from now, we'll be voting for the president. So yeah, we're gonna have to stay involved. And we're hoping the best for Kamala Harris, our new president. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you later.